You will not believe what's coming in Bridgerton Season 4. Secrets that were buried, romances that ignite, and betrayals that will leave the ton gasping. From shocking reunions to mysterious disappearances, this season promises to turn every expectation upside down. And trust me, the first glimpses we've seen are just scratching the surface. If you thought the previous seasons had scandal, passion, and drama, brace yourself, because this season raises every game, and nothing will be as it seems. Are you ready to uncover the spoilers that the ton doesn't want you to know? The season opens with the usual hustle and bustle of the Bridgerton household, but something feels different this time. An air of anticipation mixed with an almost palpable tension. Carriages clatter along the cobblestones, bringing familiar faces back into the fold, but there's a sense that everyone is arriving with secrets. Lady Penelope is immediately in the center of the social world, yet her eyes flicker with curiosity, as if sensing that this season will challenge everything she has believed about love and loyalty. The servants, usually content to whisper harmless gossip, are caught in hushed arguments over letters, schedules, and deliveries that hint at underlying plots. The ton's elite are gathered, champagne flutes in hand, exchanging pleasantries that seem polite on the surface, but are heavy with unspoken tension. Even Violet, ever the matriarch, moves through the room with a quiet unease, sensing that her family's stability is on the edge of disruption. The first shocking revelation comes almost immediately. An unexpected visitor from abroad arrives carrying news that throws the entire Bridgerton household into a flurry. Whispers of a long-lost relative, rumored scandals, and potential inheritances set the room abuzz, and the camera lingers just long enough to catch every flicker of doubt and anticipation on the characters' faces. Meanwhile, the younger generation, Eloise, Francesca, and Hyacinth, are navigating their own complicated dynamics. Eloise's sharp wit clashes with newly introduced suitors, Francesca flutters between excitement and nervousness over social obligations, and Hyacinth's eagerness to debut is tempered by a surprising secret she's been keeping from the family. As the household tries to adjust, a private conversation between Colin and Penelope hints at a tension fans have speculated about for months. Their banter is playful, yet laced with subtle warnings that old patterns may repeat themselves, and unresolved feelings could erupt at any moment. There are glimpses of Anthony's absence weighing heavily on those who remember his fiery temperament, and the house feels a strange mix of excitement and foreboding. Even seemingly trivial interactions, passing glances, murmured corrections, careful gestures, carry a weight that promises drama just below the surface. The first scandal is hinted at during a quiet moment in the drawing room. Letters arrive for the matriarch containing cryptic notes that suggest someone in the ton has been hiding a dangerous secret. Violet's expression darkens as she reads them, and her usually unflappable composure cracks ever so slightly, signaling that this revelation may threaten not only the Bridgertons, but the entire social circle. Meanwhile, the servants are shown in small, intimate clusters, whispering about romantic entanglements, societal expectations, and personal vendettas. Even the youngest members of the household are caught up in subtle games of manipulation, alliances forming in the most unexpected places. Amid the growing tension, a minor accident occurs, an innocent misstep that sends a servant tumbling, causing champagne to spill across the polished floors. While the household rushes to manage the mess, a mysterious figure watches from the shadows, silently noting reactions and taking mental inventory of loyalties. This presence, though unnoticed by the main cast, hints at a deeper, looming threat that promises to turn the Bridgerton world on its head. As conversations continue, secrets begin to surface. Unspoken rivalries, hidden romances, and old grudges that could ignite into full-blown confrontations. By the end of the first section, the stage is set. The Bridgerton household is alive with movement, whispers, and the subtle but unmistakable scent of scandal. Each character is positioned with their own hidden agenda, from Violet's concern over Benedict's mysterious absence, to Hyacinth's eager but nervous anticipation, to Penelope and Colin's fragile tension that could shatter at any moment. And just as it seems the room might settle, A servant bursts in, out of breath and trembling, with news so shocking that even the Tun's most composed members are left frozen in disbelief. What secret has been uncovered, and who in the Bridgerton household will be changed forever when the truth comes to light? Just when the Bridgerton household seems to be catching its breath from the initial flurry, another wave of tension sweeps through the corridors. The news brought by the trembling servant turns out to be far more than a minor inconvenience. It's a revelation that threatens to upend the delicate balance of alliances, romances, and social reputations. Whispers echo through the hallways. Who can be trusted? Who is hiding the truth? And which of the Tun's glittering figures will emerge victorious from the looming storm? Penelope, always sharp and inquisitive, senses that this season will force everyone to reveal sides of themselves they've carefully kept hidden. Her mind races, connecting subtle gestures, overheard remarks, and cryptic letters to form a picture of the brewing drama. And yet, she knows she only has the tip of the iceberg. Meanwhile, Hyacinth's debut is creeping closer, and the tension surrounding her preparations grows with every passing moment. Her excitement is palpable, but it's tempered by an undercurrent of fear. A rival young debutante has arrived with ambitions just as high, ready to stake her claim in society's competitive games. Francesca notices the subtle challenges and warns Hyacinth, yet Hyacinth's determination is unwavering. She practices curtsies and rehearses conversation topics with a fervor that borders on obsession, determined to make her debut memorable. But there's a hint of something else in her eyes, a secret motivation that even Francesca hasn't yet uncovered. Eloise, as ever, is caught between curiosity and skepticism. Her arrival back from Scotland carries more than just tales of distant hills and lonely sheep. She brings with her insights into a new social circle and rumors that the Tun has yet to hear. In hushed conversations with Penelope and Colin, Eloise drops subtle hints about alliances forming in other households, hints that suggest a shadowy figure may be manipulating events behind the scenes. The tension rises when Colin, who normally exudes charm and calm, appears distracted, his usual flirtatious banter tempered by concern over news that only he seems to understand. Penelope notices immediately, her mind racing with questions. Is Colin protecting a secret, or is there something more dangerous unfolding in the background? At the same time, Violet is navigating a storm of her own making. Her worry over Benedict's prolonged absence has intensified, and she begins to notice subtle changes among the household staff, furtive glances, whispered comments, and inexplicable small tasks being delegated without explanation. Even the youngest members of the household, observing these shifts, start to sense an unusual tension. The arrival of a mysterious messenger, marked with an unfamiliar crest, sets the matriarch's mind into overdrive. Violet opens it slowly, every movement deliberate, and what she discovers inside is enough to freeze her blood for a moment. The package contains a series of letters, some old and some startlingly new, all hinting at betrayals, romantic entanglements, and financial intrigues that could destabilize the entire Tun. The servants, usually just background noise in the bustling Bridgerton household, now become critical players in this unfolding drama. Their gossip and quiet observations reveal cracks in the Tun's polished facade, secret meetings, clandestine flirtations, and rivalries that no one in the upper room suspects. One particularly bold maid revealed that she overheard a conversation between two of the Tun's most influential figures, conversation that could completely alter the balance of power in social circles. The tension rises as the family tries to maintain decorum, but the undercurrent of scandal is impossible to ignore. Every glance across a dining table, every paused conversation in a hallway carries weight. Nothing is as innocent as it seems. And just as the household begins to settle into a rhythm, a long-awaited reunion shakes everyone to their core. A character previously thought absent, or even gone, returns unexpectedly, igniting shock, joy, and suspicion in equal measure. Their arrival does not go smoothly. The tension between them and certain members of the household is palpable, filled with unspoken grievances, unresolved feelings, and a simmering threat of confrontation. Every reaction, from a raised eyebrow to a carefully measured word, becomes a clue to the hidden dynamics at play. The Tun watches, murmurs circulate, and hearts pound because no one knows whether this reunion will heal old wounds or reopen them.